Okay, guys, we've got something very, very special for you today. We're out in Ghana, as you know. We've got a big fight going on tonight, Friday night, at the Bookham Boxing Arena. But we are graced with boxing royalty right now, Azumah Nelson. Azumah, it's an absolute pleasure. Thank you for inviting us in your house.
Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you. Right, listen, before we get into the interview, I know you've noticed a little bit of bling here. Azumah, tell us about these belts. Who and where did you win these? Let's start with this. Let's start with this one.
This is my first title in Puerto Rico with Wilfredo Gomez.
Wilfredo Gomez, which is another legendary fighter. That's your first world title belt. That was the WBC featherweight title, right? And then you went on and
won the super featherweight champions. And I lost, and I came again. I took it again, and then this one is the golden one for the the WBC, the best boxer, one of the best boxers, and I forgot about this bet. What happened to this bet? But the WBC gave us this bet for the great champions.
So that goes down as recognition as one of the greatest WBC champions. And I think it's fair to say that you are widely recognised as the greatest African world champion ever.
That's right.
And there's been some great champions.
Yeah, and I'm the when they inducted me in the Hall of Fame, I'm the first African boxer to enter into the into the world of fame.
Brilliant. That's amazing. But I want to go back 31 years actually. When I first turned professional, part of that process was there was a young fighter who's no longer with us, unfortunately, passed away last year. Alfred Cote, former world bantamweight champion, incredible fighter, someone that you know very well, you was very close to. We come over here for me to turn professional, and I come in this very place to meet you 31 years ago.
It's a long years, but I mean the years are moving so fast.
They really are, and you give me a few tips along the way that stood me in good stead, by the way. But let's talk about boxing here now in Africa, that boxing coming back to Africa. How good is that?
It's perfect, it's wonderful. I mean, I hope it can continue. You know, and because I've been telling people that this country, we have a lot of world champions here, but we need people who are serious. I always talking about our trainers. We need people to polish them so that they can polish their boxers, so that we can get a lot of world champions here.
I mean, what I recognised many, many years ago, Zuma, when I come over, was we went down to the gyms in Bookham, and was around, and you had kids sparring in the gym that's in your house as well.
That's right.
You had a load of fighters in there, and what I did recognise was that there's so many talented fighters, but they just weren't getting the opportunity because they were that good. And now you get the opportunity because Amir Khan Promotions is now bringing boxing to Ghana. They're looking to open up this region, which is a great thing. Are you going to be involved in that at all?
Well, I think so. I'm there if anybody need help, because when you're talking about experience, nobody will tell you that when you're talking about boxing experience. I mean, Azumah Nelson is there, because I've been there, I've made it, and everybody knows. So if anybody need my help, I mean, I can be sure, I can assure the person that I can help.
The boxing's at Bookham Boxing Arena tonight. Is that somewhere that you boxed in the past? Because we went down there earlier on and we saw it for the first time, and you can feel the atmosphere in there without it going. And your name, I had a photo underneath it, by the way, your name, Azumah Nelson, is plastered along the walls because obviously they recognise that you are the champ.
Yeah, show me that.
Did you box there?
No, I think a couple months ago, we did some exhibition with one of the ambassadors, but it's not a fight. It's just exhibition.
Oh, really? Oh, wow. Okay. Well, I want to talk about the weigh-in last night. So we went to the weigh-in, which was in Bookham. Azumah, I've never seen anything like it. You've boxed all over the world, and you had massive crowds following you. But last night, down there on the football pitch,
On the football pitch, on the street, every place is packed.
8,000 people in there. They couldn't get another person in there, and they were packed down the streets. What are we expecting tonight?
Well, I think we have to go there and see ourselves, because I think the fight is going to be very tough, because it's a challenge fight now. People are betting, so people are betting. So when you are betting, you know who you are betting to, So you know that, Charlie. I think this guy is going to win, so I bet on him, and so it's going to be a big challenge, very tough.
Very 50-50 fights. I've been looking down the records of the fighters, and they got the top of the bill there. 15-0, 14 KOs, 11-0, 10 KOs. One thing we do know, and I've got this from experience sparring with Alfred Cote, is Ghanaians can punch, and they look for the knockout, and I'm expecting some tonight. You could punch as well, by the way.
You'll find it tonight.
Absolutely. And also, this is amazing news that we just found out as well, that Anthony Joshua has landed in Ghana and he's coming to the boxing tonight. Now, I know Anthony Joshua was over here with you, wasn't he, about a month ago or so, and he spent some time with you?
Joshua, coach,
Yeah.
was here before, and Joshua himself is coming here. He's coming to the boxing tonight, and it's going to be fantastic. And you know that when things are going like this, it tells you that the country is coming up with the boxing. So I wish everybody should focus on boxing. Most of them, anyone who want to be a boxer, you can come. We will train you to be a good boxer, to be a world champion. When because of what they are doing now, Joshua, the heavyweight champion, is coming down. It's not a joke.
Listen, he's showed an appetite to box here in Ghana. He's openly talked about that. I know him well. He's been talking about wanting to fight here against another African. He was open to Martin Bakole, and he also said Deontay Wilder is a fight that he would like. Do you think that's a realistic reality that he could fight Deontay Wilder here in Ghana? Do you think the government would back that?
We're talking about huge money. So if we can have the sponsors, I think we can do it. We can do it.
It would be great for the economy, and great for these young boxers that are coming through now, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
It'd be absolutely huge. Like, going back to your career, there was one Jim McDonald who was boxing at the time, and you boxed him, beat him, knocked him out in that final round, great victory. But there was also Barry McGuigan that was around. That fight never materialised with you and Barry, did it? Why didn't it happen?
They are good. His coach, his people are good coaches, and they know that McGuigan cannot fight me, but I try a couple times, just call him some names, I say she's a woman, she's not a, that she don't want to fight me, she's afraid, that, but she said, okay, whether I'm a woman or I'm a man, you take your title. I don't want it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to fight you. But I believe everything. This boxing is a business. So so far as the money is good, why don't you? Take it, and let me take it, and then you take it, and let's do it. If I beat you, it's nothing. If you beat me, it's nothing. We're making business. So that's what we say we're going to do. So why don't you agree to fight so that we can make money? But he makes sure that we're not going to get that money. And that money, I believe, is going to be the biggest pay for both of us.
It was a huge fight at the time, and I know a fight that never happened, that everyone wanted to happen. Why do you think he didn't want to fight you?
No, like I said, he's afraid. He's afraid. His people are afraid. They know They know themselves that, I mean, no. How can you fight Azumah Nelson?
What would have happened?
Oh, it depends. If I want to knock him out in fourth round, I'll do. Any round I want to knock him out, I'll do. So he knows himself that, I mean, when it comes to boxing, when you're talking about defense, I'm there, power, I'm there, the skills, the movement, everything that in boxing, I have it, and maybe he has only one thing. And the way he fights, he always just coming. He always just coming. And when you are fighting him and he's just coming, you're making a big mistake. Because I remember when I fought I fought somebody, I knocked him on the first round.
Pat
Cadell, He's really taller than me, and I know he's going to move and run away and jab. So I trained for that, how to change him and get him.
That was in Britain, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So when the bell rang, it just come straight to me. And I said in my mind, no. This guy is making a big mistake. You can't fight me like that. I said, no, he's making a mistake. And then he threw the punch, 1, 2, and then I got him with the uppercut.
Yeah.
And that's it.
I remember that. Like growing up, obviously you're studying great fighters, and you was one of those great fighters that we always studied. Where did you learn your trade, by the way? Because you was great at sitting in the pocket and having a fight, but you was also a beautiful boxer. That's how you got the name The Professor.
I was so lucky that I had a good coach, very good coach. And this coach trained the first world champion we have in Ghana.
Right.
Dickie Poison, if you heard about him.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Yes,
yeah.
And after Dickie Poison, it's me, and I became the second world champion. And I quoted, this the same coach.
Africote.
I quoted, Africote, all of these world champions, most of them is the one coach who trained them. So it tells you that if you don't know how to train well, your people cannot go forward.
Do you know many of the boxers that are boxing on the card tonight? Because you've got a lot of young fighters that are coming through. Do you know many of them?
I don't know them really, but today I'll go and see them.
Brilliant. Well, listen, we can't wait for that. And Azumah, do you know what? After 31 years, coming back here, spending time with you, it just feels like, I don't know where that time's really gone. And we're going to go out now, take a look at the gyms outside still. There's a swimming pool the shape of a boxing glove. It's quite incredible. But yeah, we really appreciate your time and thank you so much. And we look forward to seeing you tonight at the show.
Sure, definitely.
Thank you, sir.
I'll be there.
Look at them beauties. Crazy.
On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.